Hello, and welcome back to another Pen Talk. Thank you very much for tuning in and joining me as I explore the very vast, wide world of pens. And you see in front of you two pens that I recently received as a gift. I was offered these pens to do a review. These are pens that are going to be offered for sale shortly. Looks like it's November 7th of 2022. So I'm going to review these pens, get into detail, show you the bits and pieces, and talk about my feelings on the pens. Come with a nice little card. Try to get the glare down. Yeah, they're certainly appealing to a certain type of buyer. They make no bones that the pens are made in China, but made to their design. And I can't say plus or minus on that, but they are and do have some very good typical traits of metal Chinese pens. You get 3 cartridges, a converter already in the pen. These are just standard international shorts in black. So let's sit back and we'll explore these pens. One of the things usually associated with luxury is nice packaging, and this pen does have nice packaging. You know, they very clearly say it was engineered in England and assembled in China. Not certain exactly what that means, but they decided to put it there. And they're very clear about support, customer service, and those types of things. And of course, the box inside is also nice. You know, I have the silver stamp there. It's a nice logo. Feels soft in the hand. Nice springy clip. Yeah, the pens are out. Just doesn't lift up because everything sits on top. So from this viewpoint, it does have some luxury features. After I picked out my pens and let Ellington know what I wanted, they arrived in a few days, and I was amazed to see that the return address is Carteret, New Jersey. So I asked if they were going to be selling on Amazon, and they said yes, and this apparently shipped out of that location, at least that location in New Jersey. So I put the pens on a turntable held up by crabs while I talk a little bit about these pens and my impressions of them. So on the website, they're really touting these as luxury pens at an affordable price. And those that follow my channel know that luxury is not something that I seek out, nor do I put any value in that term, that adjective. Some people might, but I don't. So I can't really judge what luxury is to other people because it's not something that I study, figure out. It's not an engineering thing. It's just a feeling. It's an emotional thing. Do you feel good owning this item? Do you feel good when other people see you with this item? And that's kind of, to me, what luxury is all about. And you spend a lot of money and may or may not get value for your money, but that's luxury. You get the value of owning an item. So I don't find anything special about these pens. We haven't done writing yet. That's going to be coming up. But at least for my exploration, taking one of them apart, looking at the different components, they're very well made. They're nice, but they're not exceptional. And that's kind of where I end up on the fence on these writing instruments. So let's put some ink in them and see how that nib, which they tout to be very, very smooth, and I expect it to be very, very smooth, we'll see how it writes. And we'll let Mr. Crab wink, and we'll move on. So on the website, I just like the way this one looked with those stripes on the barrel. A very classic design, reminiscent of a German pen maker, but this is a metal pen with some decorative paint or material on it. Yeah, it's in good shape. The plating is very nicely done. You have that interesting design there, which they talk about. The cap band is engraved with the name of the company. And I played around with this, so the clip may have been lined up with that. When I put it back together, and you'll see how it comes apart, I wanted to make certain that that facet coincided with the clip. There are just a pop-off cap, and we'll see a number 5 nib that's branded with the E for Ellington. Typical injection molded plastic feed. Fairly small section, and it's on the slippery side, at least in my hands. And the pen fits in the hand okay. It's a little bit on the light side, but you can post it, and it posts deep, posts very secure. They say the pen is perfectly balanced, both posted and unposted, and I don't find that. That cap is fairly heavy. It's almost the same weight as the barrel, so it definitely does change the balance. I mean, you can definitely write with this posted. So those of you that follow my channel know I enjoy a black stealthy pen, so obviously I ordered one of these out of the 8 models that they offer. And that is a nice matte black color for the cap and barrel. The clip just appears to be slightly off-center. Seems to be bending towards the left, my left. Same design, same components, just done in a nice stealthy black. Pop off the cap and you'll see a black section and a black nib. And here that E looks really, really nice, the way it's engraved in the nib. Same feed, same everything else. And the section is a little bit more slippery than I would expect. I would have hoped it was matte like the cap and barrel are, but it works, you know, and it does the same design, same posting, same weights. So if you like one pen, you'll like all of them among their models. So it depends upon visually what you prefer. I darkened the room because we're going to look inside the cap and see what type of liner is in there, but I thought different lighting is going to show off the striping and the color in the barrel of this pen. Looks better without the LED X-ray on it. If we look into the cap, we'll see a nice, pretty full plastic liner in there. It snaps closed very nicely, seems to be very secure. And so far, no drying out issues, but it's only been a day. I've disassembled the pen. It disassembles quite a bit. This top finial unscrews. It's threaded into the cap there, and that holds in this nut-shaped octagonal piece that holds the clip in place. Just a standard folded, stamped clip. Nothing fancy there. It's just a barrel. And this generic converter just is press fit, pulls off, so you can clean it easily and lubricate it. The nib pulled out relatively easily with the feed. There is a nib collar inside of this section, but it's glued in place, so that's not going to unscrew. Something that's commonly done with a lot of pens. So nothing really extraordinary revealed by taking the pen apart. The pen takes this standard international. They give you some cartridges along with the converter, which is nice. So these all fit well in that pen. And they're a little bit better design, I think. At least I like the metal collar. And having the end of the converter be nice and sturdy The one here is a lot thicker wall, but yeah, it's a converter. Easy to upgrade and replace if you want. Let's take a quick look at the website. It's done nice. It gives you the information you need. And there's a video that the owner talks about how the product was created. There's your launch date. And here we'll look at the 8 pens. They showed 2 photos for each of them. Again, it conveys the nature of the pen well. And there's enough to choose from. You can join your waiting list. The frequently asked questions are good. They explain the pens come from China. They're not hiding that. They talk about pricing, which looks to be in the mid-40s, and they offer you a 1-year warranty, which is typical in the pen industry, and certainly one that you would expect from a luxury writing instrument. I've spent some time now with these 2 Ellington pens, and I do enjoy writing with them. So in that aspect, they've certainly made a good writing instrument. Aesthetically, not something that really appeals to me. I've had other people use the pens and they concur with my opinion on the nib. It writes well, good flow, so that's an important aspect. But this black cap with the stripes, which again is reminiscent of a German pen maker, just doesn't quite work well with the large faux blind cap here and that octagonal piece at the top. The black stealthy pen, I think, visually certainly works well for me. So are these luxury writing instruments? I'd have to say no. Not to be very honest. Are they writing instruments that some people might enjoy? Absolutely yes. Here's some potential customers from their Instagram postings, and I think you can gather the type of customer that they might be focused on. And they probably have run a lot of focus groups to determine that. And if you want a gift pen that you know is going to be a good writer and come in a nice looking package, you could do worse than these pens. So if we reach the end, no more writing. We got to show that in the beginning, and the nibs just work. So you could see that over and over again, but it wouldn't change. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video finds all of you safe, healthy, and happy, enjoying your pens. Hopefully you've enjoyed this look at a new pen entering the market, and I hope this video provided you with information visually that'll help you make that decision as to whether this is a pen you would like to own, have in your hand, and write with. So we reach the end. We're going to say bye-bye till the next video.